All praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua. Double honors to Apostle and Elders in New York, GMS. Salutation to y'all around the world is teaching truth. And shalom to you, serious Akwath. My name is Maya Kahala Bungad with Chicago branch of Great Millstone. I'd like to make a disclaimer that we are not black Hebrew Israelites. Black is a color, not a nationality. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, speckled birds, scattered brown speckled birds are Israelites who look like other nations, but their father's paternal bloodline go back to 12 patriarchs of Israel. We are not affiliated with any violent militant groups. We are not affiliated with any Islamic groups. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite groups. And we are not affiliated with any individuals who claim to be black Hebrew Israelites. All right. So right here, man, we have the Dagger Squad. You had Garfield. Maybe the DNA, a Hebrew Israelite probable Aunt Gozi and Garfield. All right. And first of all, Israelites, we're not afraid of DNA. All right, because we know that Esau's a liar. That's in Psalms 58 and 3, man. All right, come out of the womb lying, man. Okay, I'm just paraphrasing. All right, so he's not gonna tell the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, hey, you're Israelite, your bloodline go back to the tribe of Asher. Oh yeah, man. You come from the Solomon dynasty. Oh yeah, you the son of you the seed of Judas Maccabees, and he's not gonna tell you that, man. All right. Nobody got the DNA of the 12 patriarchs. Nobody got the DNA to Abraham and all that stuff, man. Their bodies done deteriorated before the DNA science ever stepped on the scene, man. All right. So, all right. I'm just gonna play some, man, because it's just bizarre, man. A lot of people they bugged out, man. And the truth is getting to Garfield, man. If you look at all these videos, man, I consider Garfield just like look at this. Man, Hebrew, Moors, Christians, Albos, the DNA, the Hebrew Israelite, Jeremiah Jew versus Sean Jews on slave ship, black Hebrewism dead. First of all, we're not black. All right, we deal with the laws, statutes, commandments. They know Israelism. All right. Luke was Africa slave man, right? All right. Hebrew Israelite doctrine died with DNA. Look at black Jews, West African Limba, DNA. I want all the smoke. Hebrew apostle, black Jews. All right. So etc. Ghana Empire was it a Jewish empire? Sham Jam had Native American Israelite Bible wars. The Abraham exists. Lost tribes of Israel. All right, so he's obsessed with us, man. Just like vocab. I consider Garfield a chocolate vocab alone. You know. Look at this, the same accession, man. All right. The same accession, man. All right. If Garfield not an agent of the government, he's definitely an agent of Satan. All right. It's the same thing, man. The thing is what to keep the truth that keep you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, the truth that you are the Israelites of the Bible, man. And you got all this stuff going on with with a certain health situation. All right, all this chaos going on, man. That's all you got to talk about the Israelites, man. I'm just gonna play this to show you how foolish our people is. Let me read this scripture. How dumb our people are, man. All right, how foolish. All right. It says, Deuteronomy 32 says, do you thus require Yahweh, O foolish people and unwise? Right? Is not he thy father that bought thee? Have he not made thee, established thee? All right. All right. So all right. So our people, they foolish and unwise, man. All right, they don't know anything, man. All right, and that's what's going on with here, man. This guy Garfield, he's obsessed with us, man. All right. Why? Because he just can't wrap around his head that he's an Israelite, man. He constantly seeking, man. He even got him it's bugged out. He even got him a Hebrew teacher, man. So-called Hebrew teacher, man. Everybody know Lashon Kodash, the real Hebrew. All right. I'm gonna play with. Watch this. All right. And this is Ngozi. All right. So you got to say Ankh, Ngozi, and Garfield. All right.
And converted them. And I hear Reggie Mabry put it in the chat all the time. Converts. Yes, converts.
All right, so Brother Ray, he'll another one, man. All right. This is he talking about the Ottoman Empire. They came into different parts of Africa. I don't know what he's talking about, but he typically talking about our people. All right. So anyway, all right. But watch this, he's gonna jump into.
That's what they are. These people are young men who were taken from early childhood and forced into these battles with the Ottoman Empire. That's how they helped become so massive, you know. But the narrative they come up with in Goldsie, I mean, like I say, it's as simple to me as they got the right to believe in the Bible. I got my right not to believe in the Bible. If they could match every biblical history battle with one outside of that Bible in that region, then we could sort of be.
This guy's just stupid, man. All right, this guy's just stupid. It's all types of evidence that the wars in the Bible happened over there, man. I mean, come on, man. Even what's that city? I think Jericho. They found charred parts of it set on fire, man. This guy just anyway. And I could have sworn he said he got a learning disability, man. That's some truth to it, man. All right. It's even Misha Stiller talking about the war between Israel and Moab. All right, Israel and Moab is in a book, I believe, in the book of First Kings. All right, King Omri and Moab, man. All right, King Misha, Moab. All right, and it got the name Yahweh in it, man. I mean, come on, man. All right.
Again, to get a little leeway to find out where our differences lie. But if we're going to stay caught up in the Bible and trying to use those wars and those king titles, and we're not going outside the historical concepts of war and battle, then I just don't even talk to them about it. I just listen and laugh.
Hey, you can listen and laugh all you want. All right. Cause guess what? The Heavenly Father, guess what? He gonna laugh at you, man. All right. Pretty soon, all right, because you are going to end up in a concentration camp. All right. Hey, stupid games give you stupid prizes. You know the old saying, man. All right. Let me see. All right. I said Proverbs chapter 1:20 said, I also laugh at your calamity. I will mock you when your fear cometh, and when your fear cometh desolation, your destruction cometh whirlwind. When distress and anguish come upon you, then you shall call upon me. I will not answer. They shall see me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh. All right. All right. So, hey, man, you going to concentration camp, man. All right, when those soldiers come in and start blowing everybody, gonna blow you away, man. All right, you, Garfield, and Ngozi, man. All right.
But that's my thing. One of my favorite sites, and I wish some of our younger people would start dipping into the actual warfare, because warfare and power is what controls regions and narratives. and we start learning who the rulerships and who's running it, it's as simple as the English giving you a Bible and giving you your first book and telling you, slave, obey your master. The Turks may have said the same thing in their narrative. So that's just my thing.
Obeying your master is talking about among Israelites. It's not talking about that, man. All right, and the English, what he think is the English, so-called white people, didn't give us the Bible. We already knew the Bible, man. Anyway, the original English and all them, those words, like those so-called Negro people, man. You don't know what you're talking about, and you don't know your history. All right, get the book. What's that series by Lee Cummings? All right. In fact, just hold on for a minute. All right. The Negro question. All right. Part 4 and 6. Part 4, 6. And I gotta get 7, man. All right. So it'll show you the Negro skulls, and it'll show you all the it'll show you the coat of arms. All right. It's gonna show you the pictures how the people look back then, the paintings, man. All right. So you don't know what you're talking about. Matter of fact, some of the slaves came from Europe. Those were the original English, Irish, British, Welsh, and Scottish was so-called Negroes. But see how people they so stuck on Africa, man. That's all they know, man. All right. And he'll try to get on us talking about seeing like we brainwashed. No, you're brainwashed, man. All right. You're brainwashed. All right. I'm walking, man. All right. It's a lot.
I just think that's an area with so much information now that we could fine tune, because I look at it as like a hunter chasing rabbits. You know, they jump from one hole, meaning one theory, to another theory, to another one. You know, and eventually we go trap the rabbit. And that's doing a good job of cornering it. I'm proud of it.
Ain't nothing you can do against this truth, man. All right. You gonna find yourself in the trap. All right. You already trapped. You don't even know it. That was Romans 11 and Psalm 69 verse 22. All right. Anyway, and Garfield Roswell Cat, they gonna take that Matt scene, man. All right. And he already got sickle cells, man. And then he gonna put that Matt scene in him. He done, man. All right, and on the rest of them too. The rest of them, I don't know what disease they got, man. But anyway, I know they got health on the problem. They gonna take that vaccine. They finished, man. All right. But anyway, it says Luke 21:15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist, man. You can't gainsay the fact that we are the Israelites, man. Nothing you can do about it, man. There's so much evidence, which I'm gonna bring out in this video.
Thank you. I say, brother. Yeah, it's real funny, man. The whole Middle Eastern world, even when in the Hebrew narrative, they're not even really focusing on the parts of Africa that we descend from. You know, they only focus really on Egypt, Ethiopia, and Ethiopia can be tricky because we know the original Ethiopia, when the Greeks came in, was talking about the northern parts of Sudan. But they're not talking about Nigeria or Mali, Gambia. And to be truthful, it really doesn't have anything to do with us. It has nothing to do with us. Though they talk about the world where they had trade markets in, where they were trading at, and empires that dominated. Persia, you hear about Persia, you hear about Syria, you hear about Babylon, you hear about Ethiopia, which is the northern parts of Sudan at that time, and you hear about Egypt. That's what the whole world is based off of. And even Iran, which is where the Persians were.
Right, because our people, we was still in our land. I mean, come on, stupid. This before the burning of Jerusalem, 7 AD. All right. Okay.
Whole world of the Middle Eastern story is talking about those areas.
And that's not the Middle East, idiot. All right, that's a name that so-called white man gave that area, just like he named Sub-Saharan Africa, man. All right, no such thing as Sub-Saharan Africa, man. All that land, that's the land of Kam. All right, which means hot in Hebrew. When people ignorantly say Ham, all right, that place is not Africa, man. All right.
Okay. They knew nothing about, Nigeria and Congo and Togo and none of those places because it wasn't part of that market. We had our own market. We were doing our own thing. Certain things.
We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. All right. Okay. And what are you talking about? They might not know. How the hell you know what they knew back then? Jake. All right. They ain't talk about the part because those events didn't happen in those areas.
About Western Central Africa that hasn't even been discovered yet because we were doing our own thing. So I think it's funny you got these black African men in America.
First of all, nobody's black. Nobody's the color of the back of the screen. Nobody's African. Africa is named Africanus, Scipio Africanus, Edomite, so-called white man. Because they're not white, they're red. Their skin is translucent. Their flesh and blood show through, showing they are the red people, man. Just like this word subscribe down here, they come in shades of red of that. All right.
I mean, it's okay if you want to believe in.
It's Edom. All right. All right. Ottawan. Okay. Which means red in ancient Hebrew.
You can believe in whatever you want. You can be Muslim, you can be Christian, you can be whatever. You can be atheist. But I think it's funny when you try to force yourself to be something, and the world and understand genetic and archaeology and anthropology. They laugh at you because they know we become the laughing stock. We're so divided in our identity.
First of all, we are there's like nobody trying to force anything. All right, and so down what the world laugh, man. All right, we gonna get the last laugh when we put those slave chains around their ankles, man. According to the Bible, man. All right. The reason why they laugh at you because you're going around saying you're black. You're going around saying you're African. You're going around saying you're African American. You're going around and saying you're West Indian. That's why ain't nobody forcing none of it. Everybody in the world know what the Israelites, man. All right.
Oh, you gotta understand that we Moors. You gotta understand we Hebrew.
Moors a number of Israelites. That's all they are. Israelites to practice Islam. And some Moors ain't practice Islam. They kept their original customs, man. It was with the law, statute, commandments. Some was Christians. Number of Israelites that believe in that was into Christianity, man. All right.
You gotta say we Aborigines.
That's the Northern Kingdom tribe of Gad, all right.
And it's really showing, post-traumatic slave syndrome, and it's also showing, how fucked up we are and what we've been through. Like these people completely erased our culture.
So the so-called white man is gonna beat us down and slap us inside the head and tell that we the greatest people on earth. He gonna go on the Bible. He gonna tell us this right here. Hold on. He gonna tell us this right here. Deuteronomy 14:2. For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power, and Yahweh had chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all nations that are upon the earth. He gonna tell us that. He gonna tell somebody he making a slave that he the chosen people of the world. Everybody's nothing. Jake. And you arguing out there, man. Just think Yahweh Shai, man. You're the truth, man. You ain't bought out like this. All right, but anyway, it says Isaiah 40:15. Behold, the nations are a drop of a bucket, and are counted as small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the hours as very little thing. Go to verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing, they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. So the so-called white man, this is post-traumatic syndrome. So the so-called white man gonna do this and say we the elite people of the earth, we the superior race. All right, we the chosen people. He gonna brainwash us with that. That defeats the purpose of enslaving us. Our people are foolish, man. Let me get this Jeremiah 4:22. All right, so it says right here, Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are sottish children. They have none understanding, they are wise or evil, but to the good they have no knowledge. All right, foolish, sottish means stupid.
Identity, and we're searching for it. And then by the time we hear about parts of Africa that we come from, we don't want to have nothing to do with it because we don't have an attraction for it. We're attracted to the parts of Africa that the Europeans attracted to. We think that if you got stone bricks and monuments that sits high in the sky.
He said we don't want nothing to do with it. Okay. All right. So he said we don't have no basic. We don't want nothing to do with West Africa. Let's disprove that. All right. Let's disprove that. All right. And watch this. This is from I think GFS given diligence. I think that's what it is. All right. So yeah, given all diligence. All right. All right. Like I said, this is good. This is a reason why you make the videos, man. You go back. All right. And get back into it. You want to prove a point, man. Like, that's one of the good reasons. Right. Your brother thumbs up. All right. So the video came out 5 years ago. Okay. So watch this.
You can laugh. You got intelligent jokes and you got silly jokes. So why not take it back to Africa? I'm from Ghana. Osei Tutu, if you know the last name. I'm from Ghana. Osei Tutu, if you know the last name. A lot of Israelites, you're going to find a lot of Israelites. Right. Yeah. First of all, you have Israelites that fled from you got to go to the history of the Roman Empire. That's right. During the period of the no, this is different. Brother, during the period of the Flavian dynasty, which was Vespasian, and look that up. Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian, all right? Yep. When they took down the Israelites, and the Lord said you have to flee. When the abomination that maketh desolate enters into the temple and flee, all right? So a lot of us fled into Africa, man. So you, one of them big, your great-great-grandparents was an Israelite and fled down into Africa. That's really cultural that you can't really... But there's a lot of them that know that they're Israelites, man. Yeah. The majority of the West Africans are people. When the white man came over here and got us, what side of Africa did he get us? The West. Because they knew that we were Israelites. Beautiful, brother. Now, right here, this is Babylon the Timbuktu by a black man. I knew this man was an Israelite. I knew he was an Israelite, man. Now, it says page 84. In the year 65 BC, West Africans are people. When the white man came over here and got us, what side of Africa did he get us? The West. Because they knew that we were Israelites. Beautiful, brother.
There you go, bam. All right. So there you go, man. That just missed that lie, man. Oh, we don't nothing to do with West Africa. All right, we don't nothing to do with that. I'm like, come on, man. All right. It's just foolishness, man. All right. Go on to this.
Now, right here, this is Babylon the Timbuktu by a black man. I knew this man was an Israelite.
I knew he was an Israelite. That's what Eltar said. I knew he was an Israelite. But we don't want nothing to do with West Africa. I mean, come on, man. It's just stupid. All right.
He was an Israelite, man. Now it says page 84. see, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem in 70 AD. General Vespasian and his son Titus. You gotta say that. Hold up. You say that out loud. See, I'm Nigerian, so speak loud, brother. Speak loud. I'm Nigerian. I'm from like Yoruba tribe, and so like we get circumcised on the 8th day. See, I'm Nigerian, so speak loud, brother. Speak loud. I'm Nigerian. I'm from like Yoruba tribe, and so like we get circumcised on the 8th day.
Right now, no, you scoffing, you gonna say, well, the Yoruba got 4 days. All right. Now, the reason why they go instantly by that 8th day, man, because it's in their spirit, man. Romans 8 and 16. Yeah, they may cut their days from 7 to 4, but they still doing the custom. How come they ain't do it on the 4th day at the end of the week, man? 4-day week, which they had made up themselves, man. You know, in the Israelite diaspora, man. All right. Why would they wait a week after that when they ain't doing it in the first week, right? All right, because that memory, all right, that in their spirit, man, show that they are the Israelites, man. That's why they did it on the 8th day, all right. Romans 8 and 16. All right, that's why they did that circumcision on the 8th day, because his spirit, man, Wednesday are the Israelites, even though they cut their days to 4, all right.
You hear that? Do a ceremony like on that. Did you hear that? Circumcised on the 8th day. That goes back to the Bible. That's the custom of the Israelites. I'm Nigerian, so speak loud, brother. Speak loud.
All right, so there you go. Let's go to another video. Let me see. All right, let's see, 26. All right. Now what's this? All right, here, this is a video El Tar made years ago. All right, it was like 2 or 3 years ago, something like that, man. All right. West African Israelites, what is the Mark 666 old site? You can look at that. All right, now watch this brother. This brother in GMS is Nigerian brother. All right, so-called Nigerian brother. All right. So what's this?
Hey, shalom. All praises to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and shalom to the elect. This is the brother Paya Allah from GMS London Camp, and this is a reply video to Apostar's video about Nigerians and Israelites too. Me myself, I'm a so-called Nigerian from the Yoruba tribe. Okay, and I'm an Israelite.
Yoruba tribe, all right?
And the reason why I believe this is because it's a gift of faith, okay? So I won't even deal with that point. Now, when you deal with the 12 tribe sign, how do you know that the 12 tribes of Israel are those tribes specifically? Through the Spirit, okay? The Spirit that came upon High Priest Ariel, who broke it down, okay? And identified each of the tribes. And then you gotta have the Spirit dealing with you in order for you to believe that those are the 12 tribes of Israel. Because guess what? You ain't got the papers, man. When you go to the book of Nehemiah or Ezra, you had certain people that claim to be of the lineage of the house of Aaron, Levites, basically, and wanted to minister in the temple, and they weren't able. Why? Because they didn't have their lineage. Now today we don't have our lineage. Okay. Well, not even me. Let's deal with the Judah on the sign, okay? They ain't got their lineage. How are they dealing with it? By the Spirit, okay? By the revelation of the Spirit, okay? So that's how the 12 tribes over in America, let's deal with Judah, know that they're the tribe of Judah. Benjamin, know they're the tribe of Benjamin. Levi, know they're the tribe of Levi. Now there's also mentioned in Isaiah the 11th chapter, the outcasts of Israel. So who the outcasts of Israel? If the 12 tribes are already established over in the land of America, the Americas, okay, that's got to be all the people outside of that, man, that don't know who they were, that were scattered, Okay, God, over the many years that Israel's been on this earth. Okay, so when you deal with that, by the Spirit, that the 12 tribes, they know they're Israelites. Then, by the Spirit, I know I'm an Israelite, man. Because the word resonates with me. Everything written inside of the Bible hits my spirit and my soul, okay? And I can't live any other ways because this truth has been revealed to me. And I've been serving the Lord nearly 7 years, and I ain't seen the Lord is dealing with me as far as I'm concerned. My little trials and tribulations. He's delivered me from persecutions that I've had, okay, present persecutions that I have right now. I'm relying on the prior mercies that the Heavenly Father had on me to get through them, because I'm able to call upon the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, that's why I know and greatly believe I'm an Israelite. Okay, so even another point. 12 tribes, when you deal with Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, when they were taken from the west coast of Africa, there's blatant tribes that were outlined they were taken from, all right? And Nigeria is one of the heavily thrown out tribes. There's a place known as Igbo Landing. Why is it called Igbo Landing when the Igbos are from southeast Nigeria? Because the slaves that were taken over there identified with Igbo, identify themselves, as Igbo people. Okay, and check out one slave auctioning flyer, it basically said Igbos for sale. And if you know anything about the Nigerian way of speaking, their accent, they might say army, army. So they'll say the Hebrews, and really ultimately it goes back to, the Igbos are Hebrews. That's the meaning of the word Hebrew, okay? Hebrews, Ibar. That's why they're identified as that, okay? And even Nigerian, let's take it to present day Nigeria as well. Who dominates, when you deal with Africa, who's the most dominating country of people? The Nigerians, man. They're known the world over, okay? And that's to show that they're jakes, man. Education, they're highly esteemed. Athletics, talking about, sports, they're highly esteemed. You got jakes in the NFL, jakes in the NBA from the west coast of Africa. Andre Iguodala, Hakeem Olajuwon, okay? He was a big deal, okay? He wasn't no Manute Bol. He had skills, so much so that Kobe Bryant wanted to, gather some skills off of him. He had him training him.
Did you hear that? Kobe Bryant got some skills from Hakeem Olajuwon, a so-called Nigerian. All right. Prove that we are the Israelites. Prove that the so-called Negroes, so-called Negro West Indians, and so-called Haitians, all right, so-called Latino Native American are the Israelites, man. This situation, we're talking about West Africa, all right, and this guy talking about, yeah, we run away, we Hebrew Israelites, we run away from West Africa. It's not true, man. All right, we're embracing Israelite heritage in West Africa. We just don't call ourselves Africans because we're not Africans, man. We're Israelites, all right. I'm just saying in general, all right. We're Israelites, man. My paternal bloodline go back to the Moors of Derbyshire, England. The original British Moors, all right. But on my maternal, on my what they was Israelites anyway, from the tribe of Gad. Now on my maternal side, my mom's side, man, they're so-called Nigerian. I can look them in their face, man. They Igbo. They be most likely Igbo. They probably got European in them, man. They got the same ass like this brother got, man. My family, man. My mom's side. All right, my mom's a Judite, man. All right, and then within now my father's side, his now because his paternal line go back to the Moors of Derbyshire, England. Now within his bloodline, on his maternal ancestry, all right, it's Akan. Akan people, the God people, man. God spoke to the elder. She's from the God tribe 2 years ago, man. Downtown Chicago, man. I always talk to our people, man. Where they from? I always talk to our people. Where they from? Africa. Where are they families from? So-called Middle East and I know sister, her family straight up from Israel, man. Her family look like Cubans and so-called Brazilians, man. All right, and then it could pass with Puerto Ricans too, man. All right, so I know people, man. All right, okay. This is no coincidence, man. All this evidence coming out, man. All right, we are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. Okay. Now, go to another video. Kobe Bryant went to Hakeem Olajuwon, man. Wow. All right. Let me see. Where is it? Oh, something else I want to bring up. Yeah, watch this video. Now I'm gonna show that later on. Let me see. There's some videos I want to show. Where is it? Oh yeah. Now Avad Ahmed, I believe he's if I'm mistaken, I don't know, he might be of the Ashkenazi thing, but then again, a lot of people among those Ashkenazi Jewish people, so we can't judge by looks, man. But people, our brothers in Nigeria, man, they a lot of them got into with the Ashkenazi start wearing no keeper hats and all that stuff, man. They're all right, even speaking of Hebrew, but just listen to the video, they're gonna tell you about their customs, man. All right, prove they are the Israelites. They doing this before.
There is no longer done to the Holy One of Israel.
Before the Ashkenazis came in contact with them, man. Who's gonna prove we are the Israelites, all right? Okay, so watch this. Let me read this. Let me get this right here. So I want them to take it down. Instagram, man. That's the spirit, all right? All right, but anyway. Hey, I said we gotta keep talking about that Maxine, that chip. All right. All right, that's all sincere accounts should talk about, man. All right, everybody should be talking about, even people that claim to be Christian, man, they should be talking about that Maxine and chip. All right. And what I was looking for. Okay, yeah. All right, you can see US code. All right, so right here. All right, so you can see it right here, right? It said copyright disclaimer on section 107 of Copyright Act 1960 allows made for fair use purposes such as criticism, common news, reporting, scholarship, research. Fair use and use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing, non-profit education or personal use tips in the balance of favor of fair use. All right. So this whole video is for educational purpose. Now, do not own the clips in it. Do not own the audio to it. This is for educational reason. All right. All right. So.
Interesting. And told him. So he wrote this book and took it, according to Professor Nkwalezi, to the King of England, the King George V. Interesting. And told him that he has made one of the greatest discovery of the century, discovering a branch of the and very fascinating program where we are going to be discussing the past and maybe a little bit of the present even of the Igbo people. We all know that Israel, northern tribes have been scattered all throughout the nations. Some has defected, as I explained in the past, to the Judah kingdom, but some have been scattered. Today I have with me in my program two men from the Igbo people who are...
Let me say one thing. The Igbo consists of the northern kingdom and also the southern kingdom, man. All right. All right. Some of the northern kingdom stayed behind. All right. And then you got the majority of the northern kingdom came over here after the Syrian captivity. When they went to Syrian captivity, 7022 BC, and a little bit after that, they came out there, came over here. That's the second address, 1339 or 48. All right. So the Igbo consists of the southern kingdom and northern kingdom, man. You got a lot of Igbo, the west coast, they from the tribe of Levi. All right. All right. Benjamin, Judah. All right. Then you got the northern kingdom, man. All right.
Having a strong claim that they are part of the children of Israel by lineage. I have with me today David. David, shalom.
Shalom. He said by lineage, not by faith, Garfield. Because see, Garfield, he coerced the weak-minded Hebrew Israelites. Oh, I'm an Israelite by faith. So just basically you just saying you're Jewish, because the word Jewish means something like a Jew, but not exactly a Jew, man. All right, amen. We a great millstone, men of our details and accounts, man. Amen. We're Israelites by flesh, blood, and the spirit, man. All right, and we have strong faith in Yahweh Shai. All right. Ain't no weaklings over here, man. All right.
How are you doing?
It's my pleasure seeing you.
Thank you for being with us. And I have with me Abraham. Shalom, Abraham.
Shalom, Kavrim. It's nice meeting all of you.
It is great to have you with us. Over these last few days, I've been fascinated to go to a place. It's like the Hebrew God, the palace of God, seeing some of the ancient Hebrew writings, hearing the story of the three trees.
Do you hear what he says? Some of the ancient Hebrew writings. All right.
To hear about some of the customs and the traditions of the Hebrew people. Let me start by asking you a question. Do you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that the Hebrew people are part of the tribes of Israel? Do you know this beyond a shadow of a doubt? Let me start with David and then we'll go to Abraham. David, do you know that beyond a shadow of a doubt?
Yes, I know beyond every reasonable doubt that the Igbo race are part of the lost 10 tribe of Israel. This came to fore around 1861 when an Anglican missionary, Dr. J.T. Bazin, came down here. Now he found when the Igbos were still naked, so he found the 8-day circumcision of the Igbo man, and he know down here when an Igbo man die by hanging, by suicide, he is no longer buried like every other person that die naturally. So Dr. J.T. Bazin, after conducting his research, came forward with a book which he entitled Among the Igbo Jews. among the Igbo Jews. So in that book, he made it categorically clear that whoever wants to associate with the Igbo must first of all acquaint himself with the Mosaic law.
All right, I'm gonna come back.
So he wrote this book